Oh hey guys, it's me. And I'm here to take a look at yet another movie. This one is called Berlin Syndrome. Oh, as in Stockholm Syndrome? As in yet another abduction movie? I mean, didn't we just have one the other day? Hounds of Love? And this one's from Australia as well. Something wrong with the country. But hey, you know, I'm always down for a good abduction movie, so let's just take a look. We follow Teresa Palmer, the Australian Kristen Stewart, in the role of Claire, an Australian girl who took a gap year to backpack through Australia. Oh no, wait, that's what we would do. She came over here to Europe, and she's now in, you guessed it, Berlin. It's in Germany. She's just trying to make friends and mostly taking a lot of photos because, you know, she's so into photography and architecture, of course. And hey, who's this? Just randomly running into a friendly stranger? What a coincidence. And then the next day, again? I mean, sure, there's only a few million people living in Berlin. Could happen. Anyway, they really seem to like each other. So the next day, the guy, he leaves to work, he's an English teacher, and when later she wants to go out, she realizes that he has locked her in. But not immediately. First they joke about it a little bit and they bang a little more. But then the next day, when she finds photos of her with the word "Meinem" written on her back and that her SIM card is taken out of her phone, then she realized that the guy is locking her in. Of course, you gotta take your time to be sure. The title of this movie, like I said, refers to Stockholm Syndrome, which, in case you're not familiar with, it's a phenomenon that occurs when a hostage starts to grow attached to their captor. Spoiler alert. Something that doesn't happen in this movie. Okay, so then what does happen? Well, probably a little bit what you'd expect. The girl, she's being kept in against her will. He's just going through with his regular life, going to work, visiting his dad. The girl tries to escape but finds the apartment to be very hostage trying to escape proof. He gets mad, they fight. You know how these things go. And well, that's kind of the thing. We just sort of know how these things go. So why would we watch it yet another time? And I'm not quite sure actually. Don't get me wrong, I mean, I think it's a pretty good movie. It got to me in this, you know, what the hell would you do in a situation like that type of manner. It all seemed pretty realistic. You know, the way they meet could happen. Their interaction both before and after she realized that he's locking her in, you know, it feels plausible. And well, both the performances, they're pretty good, which definitely helps. But still, I can't really say what would set this movie apart from all the other abduction movies. Which isn't per se a problem. I mean, not every movie has to be the best in its genre. But what could set this one apart is the way it's gonna end. You know, is she gonna get killed or is she gonna be able to escape, and if so, how? So, spoilers coming up, obviously. You know how we do this? Because I do kind of like how they did it. See, the guy, I'm not sure if he likes the younger girls. It's somewhat implied. I mean, one of his students definitely interpreted it that way, and she comes over to his apartment where she sees Claire. And Claire then later finds out her name and that she's a student. So at one point she slips a photo of her in her notebook, letting her know, you know, the student, that Claire is being held against her will. Which, in all honesty, I thought was pretty clever. You know, not too obvious. I mean, I for one, I didn't see this one coming. Sure, afterwards, you know, after they fuck it up in a way that you're like, oh, come on. But I won't spoil any of that. You know, I'll leave that for you to find out in case you haven't seen this movie yet, but still decided to watch this spoiler segment. You rebel. But yeah. Overall, well, nothing too original, and you know, the characters were perhaps a little flat compared to the similar movie Hounds of Love. But still, I'd say it's a pretty decent contribution to this subgenre of thriller movies, you know, these abduction type of movies. It's well performed, well written, and you know, it just puts you in this, like I said, what the hell would you do in a situation like that type of situation. So, it's worth checking out, I'd say. You guys agree? Disagree? I'd like to know. So yeah, leave me a comment below and maybe we can talk about it a little bit. See you guys. Cheers.